Hi everyone, Dr. Tib here again, and boy, let's do something exciting today. I'm going to be the dental correspondent to the Australian Dental Convention in Just Shed, Melbourne 2017. So I'm hoping to get some ideas for you guys that can't attend on new tech that's out there, anything exciting, anything interesting, and just a general flow of what's happening in the area. So let's get going. I need my jacket.
Everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody, can you feel the groove? Grab somebody, let it go. Ooh, everybody.
So the thing I love about Melbourne is that although we're on our way to the convention centre, what we find is lovely multicultural events like this. It's really amazing, lots of colourful stuff around here, but it's getting late, almost 12 o'clock. Wow, look at them all pour through. There's hundreds of them. If you don't like dentists, then don't be here.
You got me feeling, you got me feeling alright.
You want one of these? A car? Well, apparently, if you're an ADA member, you can get members' benefits in the ADA portal. And what that means is that you call them up, tell them what you want, they'll call around to deals and get you the best price possible. I've never used them before, but boy, considering how time poor I am these days, it's probably something I'll give a go next time. Doreen's just got a BMW, a convertible, white, of course. But maybe my next car, I'll use them around. And they've got VR here, which is so cool. So I'm at the Acteon store and we're looking at this new piezo cube thing, which is amazing. It's got DPSI, which is dynamic range of power that it modulates. The power goes from high to low, which means that the bone rests in between so it doesn't get necrosis as much. 60 watts of power, so like apparently the most powerful piezo surgical instrument around. Compared to the old one, well, the old one, it's still current, but probably not as good as this one. Cuts well, cuts amazing, and it looks sexy. Apparently $11,500 for one of these units, launched at the show. Wow. This is exciting news. NSK have come up with their very first autoclave, the Autoclave Plus. It's unique in a few ways. It's classed as a 17-litre autoclave, but apparently it punches in the 22.5 litre range. And the way that does that is the way they've designed the tray system, so you can fit more trays in there. It's got copper piping around it, so it heats things faster. The cycle time is apparently 40 minutes completely dry, which is pretty good for an autoclave. The other thing we like about it, well, I like about it, is it just looks sexy, number one. Number two, there's only 4 buttons, so it kind of tells you everything that needs to happen in there. The price is under $10,000, $9,900. Pretty good for the first autoclave by NSK, I reckon. I've been excited by these for a really long time. They're the Eyezooms from Orascoptic. They're like the only adjustable zoom loop that I've seen. They're great. They go from 3 times to 5 times zoom, which is pretty amazing. The only thing I don't like about them is how long they look, but I think you kind of get that with prismatic lenses. The thing I love is that they're custom adjusted to you and you alone, including focal depth as well as interpupillary distance, so it makes it quite comfortable. I have an older Orascoptics with a light as well. Oh, speaking of light, let's have a look at their light as well. Hey, how are you, man? What's going on? That's all right, come in. Do you need part of it?
Gonna working?
Yeah.
You getting him?
I think I'll get everything here, but...
Okay.
do you need a review on this?
My colleague had them.
Yeah.
He loved it, but his forehead was too big, and it hurt his forehead.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to use that.
So,
Okay.
but those, I know loads of people in the UK who use these,
Yes.
and they love them.
They love them?
Yeah.
Okay. So the other thing that I like is this thing called the Spark. It's kind of like a wireless LED light system that you can use for crafts or hobbies or dentistry. For people that want to save money on getting overhead lights, but they still want their staff to have a light, I guess. I don't think these are all that expensive. A few $1,000s, maybe. How much are these? The Eye Sparks. Yeah. $1,540. So $1,540. So not bad, considering they can save an overhead light about $10,000 or so. So cool. The Spark and the Orascoptic Eyezoom. I think they're my next purchase. So, you know, us practice owners that want stats and stuff. I'm just at the Dental for Windows booth here, and I think they've got something that's going to be quite remarkable for us that don't have much time. If those of you who have Dental for Windows have the business intelligence module, it's got all the data you need, but the trouble with it is it's really hard to get that data. There's pages and pages of stuff to go through and lots of just text-based stuff. Now what they've done, which is really intelligent, is come up with practice analytics. So it's kind of like a dashboard of everything that you want to know: new patients, cancellations, invoice, production, treatment plans. You can actually drill down into it even further as well. So new patients by provider and the rest of it. The thing that I might be interested in is to see cancellations, why people are cancelling, and cancellations by provider. So that if you have that associate dentist that isn't performing very well, you'll be able to know straight away. I think the cost is $65 plus GST per month, and you can have it for a month or two or forever, and there's no fee to join in or leave. So you just take it when you want it, it pulls in the data, gives you a graphical interface for when you need it, and then when you want to stop, you just stop. So I like it, although it's starting to add up all this stuff I'm looking at this convention. Let's see how we go. So I'm here with the guys at National Dental Plan. What this is it's Certegy EasyPay, who's been around for 20 years or so, have rebranded and I guess repackaged for the dental market, called the National Dental Plan. And what it is, which I'm really excited about, is unlike other programs, you get paid upfront for payment plans that patients are on. There's a percentage that they charge a practice, 3.9% for under $3,000 and 7.9% for under $9,000 to a maximum $9,000. And the good news for the patient is there's no interest to them ever, which is amazing. The thing that I really like, which sometimes happens in our practice, is that when patients don't pay and they get chased up by the funds, they tend to blame us. And I've been assured by these guys here that they have a soft collection method, which means they don't go around and pounding them and making their lives miserable so they yell at us, the dentists. They just ask them, if they can pay a little bit of time and get that through. So they take all the risk, really, try to be nice to us so we keep using them and we don't spread bad words about them, just, all right? And so from there, we get money for treatment plans. So thanks, guys, and I believe it's just been integrated with Dental for Windows, which is also a plus. I don't know how that works, but I'm sure you guys can find that out. Cool, thanks, guys.
Cheers. Thank you.
So I'm at the Henry Schein Hallis stall, and they've got some really cool stuff here. As you guys know, I'm really into 3D printing at the moment. So they've got 3D scanners. This one's the 3Shape E3, $28,000, I believe. You can scan a single model at a time, up to 10 units non-implant related stuff. So rather than buying a CEREC, I guess, you can take models, get it scanned and get it milled at this point. Over here, which is the 3Shape D2000, that can scan 2 models at once. So basically you can scan the opposing model as well as the model in one go. That's about $50,000, I think, $50,000. So getting up there for scanning models, but it's pretty cool tech. They've also got a 3D printer, which we're going to have a look at as well. I think it rests one a bit like the Form 2. Let's check that one out. Now, this may be the coolest thing at this conference so far. This denture here, it's 3D printed. If you're a technician watching this, I'd be scared. The finish is really smooth. The teeth are monochromatic, so that's okay. But this is a smooth finish and printed by 3D printer. The other thing is a microhybrid crown that's 3D printed in 10 minutes. Between you and me, shh, they're releasing this in 2018 at IDS, I believe. a printer that can print microhybrids in 10 minutes. These are semi-permanent, should last 8 to 10 years. But holy majiggers. That's cool. This thing isn't even out yet. 3 months' time, Henry Schein House will be selling this. It's the VHF Z4. It's a chairside mill. They reckon somewhere around $40,000 to $50,000. This thing looks cool. Oh, look at that. The thing I love about it is it's pretty much idiot-proof. It tells you the type of block that you need to use. It won't go unless you put the right block in. And even the actual cartridges itself are color-coded and computerized so that it won't start unless you put the right one into the machine. Even the burrs themselves are coded so that it'll let you know when they're getting blunt so you can replace them. Unfortunately, it won't start unless you have a new block, so that can be a problem sometimes. But guy, it's getting pretty excited these days. 3D printers, mills chairside, it's the way to go. So at Carestream, the thing that I think people would love is the scanner here as well, the CS3600. The thing I think that's great about this is it's all open source, so no fees at all, no extra modules you need to buy, no monthly, yearly subscriptions, any of that kind of stuff that really annoys us. If other companies are watching, really annoys us. So once you buy it, $36,000 I believe, and it's done. That's all you need to do. Scan's really good. It doesn't have all the fancy YouTube videos of ultra fast scanning, but everyone tells me that that's not realistic in the patient's math. I don't know, any of you Trios owners out there, let me know if that's possible or not. Let's head across there. We'll do a second one. There's this 3D X-ray machine just around the corner, so let's spin it. Spin, spin, spin. The CS8100, apparently 4-in-1, which is OPG Lat Ceph, cone beam CT, and apparently you can scan models as well with a little jig that fits in there somewhere or other. I believe this one's about $90,000, and it does everything in one, I guess. Kind of looks cool. So I'm with these friendly folk at BOQS. Now, common misconception, a lot of people call it BOQ. They're actually specialists in dental and medical, so make sure you get that right or you make these guys upset. The things I love about these guys is they go out of the way to help me do stuff. So I just bought a CEREC machine, and Melinda came here from her kids and her husband that are going to the football just to science before she runs off again. And that's a bit I love. I haven't had that kind of service since Andrew Graham at NAB, which was a long, long, long time ago. So thanks you guys for that. But yes, if you need a bank, I guess, to loan stuff, try these guys out, BOQS. I'm just at the Australian Imaging booth, and we've got something really cool here, the T-scan. What it is it measures the pressure on articulation on occlusion and lets people know, or your patients know, how much they're occluding on certain teeth, left and right and things like that. I just had mine checked, and my 1747 area is I guess, a early contact in my bite, which is really surprising to me. It looks really fancy and really cool. It's about $15,000 to get this unit, and you can do that for all your patients, analyze their bite and just, you know, see what your fillings are like, your crowns are like, things like that. So I'm at the VaTech stand, and this is the iPac-SC for Ceph scanning. These machines are really inexpensive, which is what I really like about them. They're Korean made, and the thing that's really good is they've got two sensors. So you've got one for the OPG and one for the Lat Ceph as well. So you don't have to pull it out and put it into the next one, which if you've had staff, you know they can drop and break, and they're about $10,000 to $12,000 each. So I think the price for the OPG alone is roughly about $27,000, and for both about $38,000, which is pretty cheap, I guess, for an OPG Lat Ceph. I don't know much about the image quality, but I think if you want to get involved in the game, this might be one of the ones to look at. So this is a surprise for you guys. This wasn't actually in the convention this year, but I wanted to have a look at it for myself, and I thought I'd show you it. It's the XO chair, the X046 is this one here. It's kind of like a real premium chair. It's got this retro panel look about it, which I like. It's all metal construction. It's bulletproof. It's kind of like a Mercedes-Benz of dental chairs, from what I can see. The color, the way it works, the link to the system, the fine balancing of everything is really neat. I quite like I guess the durability and the retro but modern chic look to it. The thing that I'm looking at is this black and red combo. I think it just pops when it comes in a room. Probably has no effect on the actual dentistry part of it, but it just makes me feel happy every time I walk in a room and I see this. This is, I think, the matte black, which is cool. You can get a peristatic pump on it as well. It can be optioned up. The price is somewhere between $65,000 to $85,000 depending on the color and the options and the handpieces and implants or non-implants or 2 micromotors or 1 micromotor. It's a whole lot of options. It's kind of like buying a Mercedes or BMW and ticking all the options that you want and what you can get. I like it and I want it, but Doreen's back there shaking her head saying, no, don't do it. So I hope you enjoyed some of those videos at the dental convention this year in Melbourne 2017. It was really just a quick snapshot of a few stands that I went to, and I asked them what was the greatest and best thing that they wanted to showcase on that day. It's really important that I know, I guess, if you guys like these videos or not. So it takes me a lot of time to do, and as you know, I'm a dentist, just like you guys, and it takes a lot of time out of my regular day and schedule to get this stuff made, especially in this high production quality stuff. So if you like it, hit the thumbs up button to say that you like it. If you hate it, hit the thumbs down button, so at least I know you don't want any more of those. And really, for me, hit the subscribe button, because the more of you that subscribe, the more videos I want to make. So get that going. All right, guys, see you next time.